The City of Glendale is very interested in the idea of enhancing the public realm with art. And because for the last few years it's had an urban arts fund, it's been accumulating funds that can help it do that. Community Arts Resources and Barbara Goldstein were hired by the City of Glendale to create a plan for public art. The goal of it is to identify locations for art, taking into account the nature of the place, the nature of the community, and what people would like to see happening in the future. The Arts and Culture Commission is the steward of the public art plan. They actually led the charge to create the public art plan. Over and above that, they'll be the stewards when the plan is adopted. So they're there every step of the way as visionaries, as stewards, and as people that get involved in the review of the art. Public art takes a lot of different forms. It can be as simple as a sculpture of a person to as complicated as an event that engages people in thinking about the nature of their community or the nature of their place. It can be a performance in a public place. It can be a mural. It can be a projection piece. It can be something that uses new technology. It can even be something that's on the web. There are a lot of different ways that public art animates cities. I personally have been very involved in projects that are streetscape projects where an artist gets involved in everything from designing permanent banners to benches to things that are inlaid in the sidewalk. There are monumental artworks when you think about places like, say, Millennium Park in Chicago, where people go to it because the artwork is so spectacular that it becomes a destination. There are artworks that are integrated into buildings and into various types of infrastructure. For example, the Gold Line, an artist designed the bridge that goes over the freeway. So there are a whole variety of different things that public art can do to transform cities. The public comes into the public art process in a lot of different ways, beginning with the plan. We're involving the public in the plan in several different ways. One is that we're having a major meeting on October 18th at the Adult Recreation Center. Another is that we have a great interactive website that people can use. The website is managed by a Boston-based firm called Co-Urbanized, and it allows any Glendalian to engage with the public art process. It's called MyGlendalePublicArt.org. And what people can do is that they can go onto that site, they can talk about the kinds of art that interests them, they can come up with proposals for locations where they'd like to see art happen, and they can have a conversation about public art. It's already very active, and we're hoping that it will become even more so. One of the really exciting things about the community outreach aspect of our plan is that starting in October, there will be a series of signs that are posted in various locations throughout Glendale asking open-ended questions about what people think about public art. They may be questions that say, is this a good place for public art? Or what kind of art would you like to see here? And the best part about it is that you can text in to the telephone number that's on the sign, and your ideas will pop up on our website. The public meeting on October 18th, that's really only the start of the process. The website will continue to go on. We will continue to hold meetings. And one of the things that's really most important about doing a plan is that it doesn't just land on the shelf. What you really want to do is to have a plan that people embrace, something that they can get behind and understand that it's part of who they are. We'd love you to get involved in the plan, and you can do it by going to our website, MyGlendalePublicArt.org. You can respond to the signs, you can come to meetings, and mostly we'd love you to tell your friends, your neighbors, and anyone you know to get involved.